good morning, good morning. How are you? Ooh, let me drop this for a second. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Indeed, I'm so happy to see you. So happy to see you. I was like, okay, I had to go find my girl. How's everything this morning, everybody? I am here. I wanted to come in really, really quick to let you know that Brian Koberger has now been extradited to Idaho. He didn't fight. So he's there now. Also, where am I at? Um, Also, it seems that I found a picture of he and his father that they were stopped um, on their way to Pennsylvania to the parents' house. And I'm trying to get that for you right now. There it is. I have it. 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 So let me pull this one up for you real quick. Let me show you. Add to stream. There is Brian and his dad. They were stopped twice in Indiana, heading back to the Poconos. They were stopped once for speeding, and they were stopped once for tailgating. So he had his father in the car, and my understanding is they were making their way back home to Batesville, I think is what it's called, in Pennsylvania. So this was December 15th. The M's were committed November 13th. This man actually finished his semester out at college after he committed these crimes. But his students, because he's a teacher's aide as well, said that he was acting really weird. This is so the question is, when he asked, was anybody else arrested? Leads me to believe that, yeah, I think Love Michelle may be right. He was thinking about his parents, but that that makes you want to think, what does his parents know, and when did his dad get there? Because his dad was driving in the car with him. So when did his dad get there? And and that car, I thought I had the video with him being extradited because the FBI is the one that accompanied him to Moscow. So they were the ones that accompanied him to Moscow. Good morning, Dan. How are you? Good morning, etc., etc., etc. Good morning, Celia. Susan, you still go to Chosen One Live. I don't know what that is, but who is Chosen One? If that person is not being nice, you can go ahead and time them out. I don't know what that is. Hi, Tina. How are you? Rody Gal, how are you? Oh my God, NB, they scared me, which I knew better, but you could have took something, a pill or something that was laced. So anyway, I got a little worried, but I'm glad that's cleared up. Hi, Celia again. I'm trying to see if I'm Lil Bad. That's what I was looking for. Sweetie, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. But this whole thing with Brian Koberger actually, it makes me really, really uncomfortable. Let me see, can I find that video? Because I saw it. Hold on. Let me see. Can I get it? Okay, I have it. Let me pull it up for you guys so you can see it. Present, share. Come on. I want to show you this. So he has been extradited. The FBI accompanied him there. Look at that. He gets his own plane ride. I know you don't, sweetie. It is horrible. And I was like, she doesn't do drugs. You said the same thing. Look at this. Good morning, Just John. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. But he has now been extradited. He is in a cell by himself. He's under close supervision. Um, they are keeping he's being really quiet. Of course, his attorney told him to keep his mouth closed. They said that car he was in is a rolling crime scene. But I'm trying to figure out what could still be in the car. The crime was committed November 13th. I'm sure they've torn this car apart by now. He was stopped twice, December 15th. This man is all over the damn news. All over the news. So that is him right there. He is all over the news. And maybe he likes seeing his name in lights. But they said that the way they got him as a suspect, it was through a genealogy tree. They had unknown DNA. They had to work to separate the victims from once they identified all of that, they ran it through CODIS. There was nothing because he had no criminal history. So then they went to public. They went to like the genealogy, the family tree. They traced it back by birth dates. They eliminated great grandparents and everything else, and it came back. They whittled it down to him. That's how they found him. He has been all in Indiana local news due to both traffic stops here too. Yep. He had 2 traffic stops there. Yep, you're right. So, and they built that family tree, and that's how they got to him. And they used that to find the BTK killer and some other things, but that was for unsolved murder. I mean, unsolved M's. But this is real time. So they're starting to use other tools to get at you. I hate to say get at you, but that are out there to help them do their jobs. So the question still is in my mind. When did his dad go to Pennsylvania? Was his dad there when he allegedly committed the crimes? Or did the dad come in to drive with him back to Pennsylvania? Did the dad know anything? Because you got to remember, they said they were looking for a white Elantra, and the occupants in the Elantra may have evidence in this M. Now, I want to know, was that the white Elantra? Is it true that they saw it on surveillance, which I remember them saying it early on in the case? Or was it because they had already traced his DNA? They knew what kind of car he drove. But to think he committed this crime and went back to school and finished the damn semester. Something is wrong with this man. Something is seriously wrong with him. I'm just like, are you kidding me? So we should be getting the document release. Well, some documents is what I'm hoping for. They should be releasing some things. They can't release everything, but he is going to go before the judge and everything else. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? And on that recording, on the stop, when the cop always asked you where you're coming from his dad, his name is Michael Kohlberger. He said that we're coming from WSU. And the look that Brian gave him at the time was like, I see, this is weird. Did his dad know what his son was up to? Did he drive there to try to help him? So I do have the body cam. Oh, I found it. Hold on. Oh, come on. I have the body cam, guys. Hold on. Let me share this with you. I have the body cam from the police stop. I've been looking for that for a while. And I have the body cam now. Hold on. Here we go. Let me do this.
Connect with Flex.
Oh, God.
Flex Local Extension. Reach local.
Hold on. Let's let the commercials go through. Let's let the commercials go through. Okay. Yeah, we're going to connect. Okay, here's the body cam.
Recording.
There's the Whitey Elantra.
Hello. How you doing? How y'all doing today? Good. Take a look at your driver's license real quick if I could. See, he's right up on that van, man.
That's the tailgating one.
He's right up on the back end of that van. Pulled you over for tailgating. Is this your car? Okay. Cool. Where are you headed?
Thank you, etc. Thank you.
We're coming from WSU, and we're standing early.
Look at him where he's
What's
looking at his
WSU?
dad. Good morning, somebody.
That is SWAT team and everything.
So we're okay. I'm having a hard time hearing you because of the traffic. So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going where? Oh,
We're going to be going to Pennsylvania.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're slightly punched because we're driving for hours.
Hours, days.
Hours to drive. Well, almost a day.
Okay. And what did you say about some SWAT team thing? Or
Yeah, there was a mass shooting and everything. We don't
What-
know
He said a
Where?
mass shooting. That's what he said. A mass shooting.
Interesting.
Well, it's horrifying because he's supposed to university.
He said that was a mass
Mhm.
shooting.
So y'all work at the university there?
I actually do work there.
Oh,
His PhD in criminal.
okay.
They talk too much. There was no damn
Have you
mass
heard
shooting.
about that incident just yesterday, or?
This happened last week. About an hour and a half ago, still wrapping it up for investigating. I'm not sure there's two shooters because they did shoot somebody,
Let's see.
and then we don't know about that actually. Well,
He said somebody was shooting somebody.
Wow.
That audio
Yeah.
is horrible.
But do me a favor, don't follow too close, okay? All right. Thank you.
Oh my God, he
Appreciate
talked
you.
his way out of a ticket. And that's some shit. He talked his way out of a damn ticket. He said that with people, he doesn't know what happened, but that there were people shot each other. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay. What are you talking about? What mass shooting? I think the dad knows more than what he's saying. I really do. He knows something. He definitely knows something. He was doing a little bit too much damn talking. And he actually was fitted with a protective helmet. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. If I was like Hammurabi, I'll be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Forget turn the other damn cheek. This is crazy. I'm serious. I want to know, what does the father know? What does the father know? He has to know something. He really, really does. For him to be doing all that talking, and then, did we hear about any shooting in Washington State? So hopefully his initial appearance, I think, is this morning in court. And then we will get some documents going to be released today, but we're not going to get everything. They have to hold some things close, but we do know how they got a hold of the DNA. They're actually talking about how they narrowed the suspect down and how they went after him. My question is, did that white, okay, let's just say they got the blood, you know, they did the DNA analysis. You get the car, what type of car he drives, then you start looking through surveillance if anybody had cameras in that area. I want to see what documents they had. What was the affidavit that they had that led to that arrest? That document is going to be the key. And I will keep searching and searching and searching for those documents. Beauty by KK, baby. Good morning. Okay, so that was at Washington State. Okay, thank you, KK. You know, with that mass M they had, I didn't even hear about that. I'm serious. I didn't hear about that at all. I think the dad knows. I really do. But once they release that affidavit, which is the charging document, I want to see what was put in that document. I really want to know what led them, because I'm thinking maybe when they received the DNA and they narrowed it down to him, then they went searching to see if anybody had cameras, to see if they can see him anywhere near that crime scene, that car. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm trying to remember, when did the white Elantra come into play? Because they said it was the guy that was at the food truck. They eliminated him. Then they were thinking it was some guy that was in the bar. But we know all four of them had been out that night. I really do believe that he had some type of interaction with Kaylee or Madison. He followed them home. If his behavior in Pennsylvania is indicative of what they said he was doing, he was overly aggressive with these bartenders, even his students, and he's a teacher's aide, said his attitude changed. He became more cocky, whatever. I think he was plotting, he was hunting, he was looking. That is my belief. And whether he had went to a party there or not, still don't know. But they had over 400 tips in less than an hour. So someone is going to know something. Thank you, etc. We try to be. Yep, see, that's what I'm saying. That tragedy overshadowed it. So I think the dad was throwing, and that's what I'm thinking now, since you said that. The dad was throwing the cops off by bringing that up, because I haven't even heard about that. Never heard about that. Because that mass thing that happened overshadowed everything else that was going on in Moscow at that time. That was flooded all through the news media. So I think the dad knows something. I want to know, when did the dad get to Washington State? When did he get there? Did he get there to purposely help his son drive so his son could, it would be like, he wouldn't be suspicious? Did he call his parents and tell them, hey, I just did this? The dad seemed overly talkative. Brian was sitting there being stoic and looking at his dad really weird. So I think it's a whole lot that we don't know. See, thank you. What shooting? Even the cop didn't hear about the shooting. He didn't know anything about it, but I bet he knew about that mass M that happened. So this case is going to be intriguing, and I'm trying to see if he goes, it is awful. Well, he was on a plane. They just brought him in. He was on a private plane. They just brought him in. Well, they brought him in 7 hours ago. Okay, the trip was planned before then to help him drive home, probably for the holidays. Thank you, Wisco Gal, but he's 28 years old. Shit, my son then drove from Maryland to Texas, from Texas to Maryland. Yeah, okay. Yes. Well, his grandmother always said she knew something was wrong with him. She always did say that. So, they said that they had narrowed down the suspects. That's what I meant to tell you. And the FBI has started tracking him, and they were picking up discarded items to get his DNA. So they had started tracking him before all of that. I know, right? That was probably why it took so long. I hope it was scary plane ride. Yeah, because they did make a pit stop. They did make a pit stop. I don't know why they made a pit stop, which I guess I should have looked at that to see why they made a pit stop. But they did make a pit stop from Pennsylvania to Idaho, and don't know why, but they did do a pit stop, and maybe because he got sick on the plane. Moonshine, he has had bad OCD. I watched an interview where he demands new pains to cook his food when he visits family because he doesn't want to know meat was cooked in theirs. Oh my God. Well, he needs to stay his ass someplace else. Seriously. He needs to say, thank you for that. I didn't know that, Moonshine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's weird. So you think the traffic stops were on purpose, but he was tailgating. Oh, okay. Now here's my question. They said he was on his way back to Bateville, to his parents' home. So you're saying that the father is estranged from most of the family? Okay, I got it. Ooh, his two aunts gave an interview. Let me go see. Bryan Kohberger aunts. No interview. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, News Nation. Hold on. Got it. I'm gonna start to like News Nation. Hold on. I'm just gonna play it. I don't know if I'm able to use theirs under fair use or not, so I'm not going to do it. But let me share this. Hold on. Pause it. I'm just gonna play it so you guys can hear it. I don't want to be hold on, there we go.
Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Dana Kennedy is a senior reporter for the New York Post, and she's live with me now. Dana, you were able to speak with the aunt of this suspect, of Bryan Christopher Kohberger, today. What did welcome, and what did the aunt tell you?
I've actually spoke to two of them, and they were both married to brothers of Michael Kohberger, that's the murder suspect's father. And the one aunt that I spoke to, who a lot of them are in the Las Vegas area, and she said the last time she saw Bryan and his father Michael was about 4 years ago at a funeral out in the Nevada area. And she said that Bryan's affect in general, it wasn't as if he came off, of course, as somebody seemingly outwardly crazy, but she said she noticed that he had a really weird food fetish, and she said it went beyond being
that's
vegan.
where that came from.
He required his aunt and uncle to buy brand new pots and pans for him to eat out of, because he refused to eat from anything that had meat ever cooked in it. And she said it seemed to be an OCD type of situation. She said otherwise he didn't seem that odd, but I spoke to another aunt by marriage who said that the murder suspect's father, Michael, came from a fairly big family that she said lived very close to the edge. They didn't pay a lot of attention to rules. They were a little bit wild. A couple of the uncles of the murder suspect, she said, served time in jail, but for minor, very minor offenses like gambling or things like that.
All right, let's stop. So that tells me his dad knows a lot more than what he's saying. That tells me this man knows a hell of a lot more than what he's saying. And that's why Brian is asking, was anyone else arrested?
But I got this sense from both these aunts that the family was pretty odd. And the father's family originally comes from Brooklyn. They later all migrated out to Vegas. And Brian's father, Michael, is the one that was kind of estranged from the rest of his siblings. And I also heard that he could be kind of difficult with his siblings. And I'm talking now again about the murder suspect's father.
Oh my God.
Were they surprised? I mean, these anecdotes are remarkable, but what about their affectation? Were they shocked, dismayed, upset,
Please,
not surprised? Like,
expectation. Look
how
at
do they
her.
feel about the fact that the person the entire country has been looking for ended up being their family member? Like, how surprised were they about this news that he's the suspect?
Not as surprised as you would
See,
think.
I was
The
about
one
to
aunt,
say
the
they're
one-
not surprised. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut her off. I have to do the 30-second thing. They're not as surprised as what we think they should be. Now, if that happened if they would tell me that one of my sons, I'd be like, what? My son? Are you crazy? But if they would tell me that one of my crazy uncles that's been in and out of trouble, I would be like, oh, okay. Okay. It was bound to happen because he just don't listen. Seriously, you know your people, you know your children, you know your family. So this is crazy.
that saw him a few years ago and not talked about his food fetish said she just heard about it, but she was incredibly calm. She is no longer married to the brother, so perhaps the fact that they're not specifically legally in the family anymore gives them some detachment. The other aunt, I'm the one that broke the news to her, and she was completely matter of fact and calm about the whole thing. They didn't want their names used, which is understandable, but no, I mean, I think if it were anyone I'd known, even if it wasn't a relative, I'd be shocked to my core. They did not seem to be that way to me.
It's remarkable. And, you know, something else, obviously, Dana, has happened tonight. And oddly enough, you have a connection to two very big breaking stories tonight. This one and the interviews that you were able to get with the suspect's aunts.
All right. So News Nation will be my favorite go-to. I stumbled across that interview with the police chief on there, and I didn't want to play them. But I put her up because Leslie Banfield, I love her. But oh my God. Okay. This is moonshine. Good morning, Paul. Moonshine. You have to hit me in my DMs because I'm getting ready to get off now because I need to log in. I'm going to be working from home today. It's Thursday, but I have a lot. And I keep looking and I find little tidbits, and I knew he should be extradited soon because he had waived extradition. So I got up this morning. Well, no, it wasn't this morning. Well, before I went to sleep last night, I was looking. Then I set a watch, and, you know, I heard my phone beep, beeping, and it said 7 hours. I was like, okay. Good morning, Michelle. It's okay. I did it like at 4:37. I said, let me do a quick live real quick to come in and let everybody know, which I'm sure you guys already heard or knew, that he had already been extradited and he's now back in Idaho, and he's in a cell that's being highly watched. I mean, he's just there. I don't know if they didn't say S watch, but that's what they're doing. Let's see. Okay, it's okay. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to be doing a series coming up with the Golden Swan Cadre. These women they formed this group to help DV victims. They have been bringing toiletries and things to different shelters for abused women, and they reached out. I will be in a meeting with them Friday. We had a nice conversation last night. They've invited me to their meeting on Friday to get to know everybody, and I will be doing this series, and hopefully we're going to start. I told them what I needed. And we're going to start doing this series. It's going to be either once a week or once a month, but we will be doing the series. We will show how they've gone out, the people they're helping. We're going to be networking here as well to get them in touch with other shelters, to provide stuff that are, toiletries. People don't think about stuff like that, simple things that are needed. So they just did a big one right before the holidays. And I am really excited about getting involved with this organization. I am really, really, really excited. So I am going to be bringing them on. When we first do it, you're going to meet everybody that's on the board for this organization, what they bring to the board, where they're from. And so I'm looking forward to this. I'm really, really excited. His professors were some of the top. So yes, they were. He also posted on looking for subject. Yes. And he put this survey up on Reddit as well. And I read a lot of those questions that he had there. Yep. Well, I thought he was a teacher's assistant because they said a TA. So I thought he was a teacher's assistant. Jesus. But yes, so they will be coming on. And believe it or not, most of the people that are in this organization has had abuse. One lady had 2 marriages. She went through almost 29 years between 2 marriages being abused. So just to let you know, that is what's coming up. Oh my God, moonshine, I need you. Ooh, yes. Yeah, he was aggressive. But they said right after the M's, it's like his whole personality. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I really just wanted to come in. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed that I read about or heard about. But they did track him through his DNA. So they did have blood at the scene. And I figured if you're doing all of that, you're bound to cut yourself. Even if you mix it, you're trying to clean up and it intermingles or intertwines with someone else's DNA, they can still separate that out. But his school, his campus, he was at the Washington State University campus in Pullman, which is, I think they said, like 15 minutes west of Moscow. So that tells me right there, he was hunting. He didn't want to do it in his backyard. So he went to the next, he went further out. That's what makes me say this man was hunting. He knew what he wanted to do. I didn't think he was thinking, maybe he was thinking, well, let's see, can I get away with 4? I don't think he was by himself. I just can't see him doing that by himself. You've got 4 people, 2 in the same bed. No one fought. They didn't say there was DNA under the fingernails of anyone. So, but we don't know. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know if there was DNA under fingernails or anything else. We have no idea until they release that charging document. And like I said, I don't know if there was a pre-existing relationship. Had he ever been to the resident? Did he go there before when they had a party? Did he go and case? I said case. Did he go and case the place? Did he set it up before he did it? We don't know. These are all the things that I am dying to find out. And what was the motive? What was the motive? You're studying criminology so that you want to see if you can get away with it. Because he was asking some pretty aggressive questions. There goes that word again. On this survey. I can't. And I'm taking it, and I said it. This was a conduit to him doing what he wanted to do. He wanted to commit this crime. Hi, Paul. Oh, Kaiser was abandoned 9 years ago. Thank you for rescuing that animal. He is a beautiful dog, though. Yeah, so that was either Kaylee or Madison. which one? I think it was Kaylee. Wait a minute, was it Madison? She was, I know the two were best friends since elementary. Was it Kaylee that had the most stab wounds? So that's why they're combing through all of her digital stuff and his as well to see if there was any. Yes, he did ask, was anyone else arrested? And we were thinking maybe it was Kaylee. Thank you, Moonshine. Thank you. But she had the most stab. Now, her dad did an interview, and I saw that. You know, he said that it brings the family to, but they want to know why. They still don't know why. And that is the question, why? And you will probably never know the answer why. My whole thing is, I think he was predisposed to committing this. He was asking the questions. He wasn't, I mean, you researching it. Okay, I've had criminal justice studies. I've had to go to court and listen to cases. Not one time did I go, hey, so how did you feel when you were doing that? So what did you do with the weapon after you did it? Never. And his study said that the survey or the project, I forgot how, but it was something like, you know, it was to help them better understand the story behind their most recent criminal offenses. And, you know, and I said with the emphasis on how did you feel throughout your experience? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But he was free. It took them 7 weeks. 7 weeks. This is crazy. So I'm confused because they said that the father was extra, but took him back to the parents' house. So the dad and the mom are still together. Oh my God, that would be something else, Moonshine. Oh my God, I love that picture. I love that picture. That would be something else if he represents himself, but he has an attorney now. I guess the attorney is going to be announced in court. So I'm going to see today. I'm going to keep looking. I'm cooking Greek lemon and oregano chicken and potatoes today. Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Oh, they had 50 police in midnight. PA police did a conference. See, I be asleep. I told you he had a relationship with Reddit. That's what the survey was. That's what a questionnaire was. He put it on Reddit. Reddit! That's what he put it at, on Reddit. Ann Taylor is the attorney. Thank you. Is that that was the attorney he had in Pennsylvania. Now, if Ann Taylor's going to represent him in Idaho, she has to be a sanction in Idaho. Now, he had her for his arraignment for him being in custody in Pennsylvania. Is that the attorney that's going to be representing him in Idaho? If she's not a sanctioned attorney in Idaho, she cannot represent him. Yeah, so Daryl was crazy. Okay, he was crazy. He was crazy, but this guy was studying and he had an undergraduate degree and he was going for a PhD. And after he committed these crimes, he actually went back and finished the damn semester and then drove cross country with his dad. Yep, he was on Reddit. Reddit where he put that survey at. So I'm just like, what is this? I'm just like, okay, I am just done with this. But I'm not done with this. I want to know what his father had to do with all of this. I really do. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Moonshine. Thank you. He was. I said he went on a hunt. He went hunting. He found maybe it was Kaylee that he was talking to. The other friends came up. He was kind of creepy. They got her away from him, whatever. But he was on the hunt. That's exactly what he was doing. And I guarantee you, that's not the first time he's tried this. I'm sure he was hunting someone else. Okay, she's out of Idaho. Thank you, KK. She's doing it for free? No, she's not doing it. She's doing it pro bono. And trust me, when they do it pro bono, that means that they have that money in that law firm to do it, because they get so much that they have to that they can keep, and you have to do pro bono work to cut down on your taxes. So she's not doing it for free. Trust and believe me, she's not doing it for free. Oh, that's a gag order now. So that means we're not going to get any evidence. She's not doing it for free. Trust me. It's called pro bono. Means she's not going to, the parents are not going to be paying, or he's not going to be paying, but there's money set aside. And this is a high profile case. So she's not doing it for free. Her firm, her name will be all over everywhere. They're going to get revenue. They're going to get new clients. This is not for free. And I hate when people say it's pro bono. It's not pro bono. If you think I'm kidding, look at Jose Baez. He was not a well-known attorney. He was an attorney. Now look at Jose Baez. Look at the cases that this man is getting because of the Casey Anthony case. KK, you should have told me that. I told you I'd be working and I'd be trying to check different news feeds and everything else. So this is crazy. This is just crazy. So anyway, I'm just like, he was hunting. He's a predator. And this was premeditated. Because he plotted, he planned, he targeted, he carried it out. He had time to stop himself. Premeditated. I don't know, Tessa. I don't know, Missy. I was going for that. And I was going to be a criminal attorney. And at the time, there was so many attorneys that were graduating. There were so many attorneys that got those degrees, couldn't do nothing with it because no one was hiring. If you didn't get an internship, you might, and I just changed course in the middle of everything and went for business management. But I could, because everybody deserves to be represented. They do. And my thing would be, now, could I represent somebody that I know that was 100% guilty? And I think I could. And me, I would try to do a plea deal, but he's not going to want to take that because he wants to show that he's superior. He wants to show that he's better than anybody else. I cannot see Bryan Kohberger taking any type of deal. I can't. Oh my God, etc. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. I'm serious. I can't see him taking that deal. So I would really have to, and if it's not released, so he's in Idaho. I don't think Idaho is an open state as far as records and stuff go, but I'm going to double check to see because I like pulling documents. I love pulling documents to read. And then I got to make sure, I got to see, I think Jen Shaw goes for her sentencing. What is it, the 7th or the 13th? I wrote it down someplace. I need to go pull some documents on her too. See, and that's just the thing. Now, that's the thing that would bother me. That would be bothering me right there, Missy Tessa. That would bother me if I got someone off that I knew in my heart was guilty. But that's your job. It's a job. You have to put forth your best effort. You have to do 100% for your client. But that right there, the same thing that happened to Jose Baez. Look at these people were throwing stuff at him and his team. It was horrible, but it only lasted for a little while. And he's just moved Oh, Emily D. Baker has. Okay, see, I didn't go pull them. I actually go and pull them myself, or well, no, I pulled them myself. So I don't like using anybody else's stuff because they have watermarks and everything else on them, and I don't want to get struck. So I actually pull my stuff. Thank you for that, the moonshine. Okay, but I know that the judge gave them 24 hours last week to answer whatever questions. But right now, the prosecutors are asking for her to do 10 years. 10 years. She wanted to do 3. They're asking for 10. What? The prosecutors are asking, no, the parole board was involved in that too. I forgot which ones asked for 10 now, but I got it written down. But yeah, I think she needs to serve at least 13. Thank you, etc. I support free, hate-free creators. Love this channel. Thank you so much. And we have missed you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On her community tab. Okay, I'll go take a look and see if those are the same ones I have. All right. Sorry, Mrs. Yeah. Okay, so I'll take a look at Emily D. Baker and see if those are the same ones that I have earmarked, because I went in, and what I do is I go in into Pacer, I click the link, I email it to myself, and then, because let me tell you, I have a laser printer, right? I set up my laser printer once. Then when I change, they had to come in and change my internet box out. And for some reason now, I just can't get my brand new printer. I cannot get my printer to connect, which I think I'm going to get Kayla to do it for me. So what I normally do is I normally email it to myself to work, and then I print them and I bring them home. But I have a brand new printer sitting right there. Well, so I bought it last year in October. I probably used it twice. And this thing is nice. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to have to get it hooked up again. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here, guys. I will be back tonight with Debbie. We're going to talk about the Sister Wives reunion. We're going to talk about, I think we might do the 90-day one also. And I know Debbie has some thoughts on Love After Lockup. Wait a minute, Stephanie Harlow and Kendall Ray do really good true crime stuff. Oh, thank you. I've never heard of them. Okay, I'm going to take a look at them. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Missy Tessa. But I will, Stephanie Harlow and Kendall Ray. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Stephanie Harlow and Kendall Ray. I want to say thank you for coming. Oh, yeah, I know Married at First Sight is back, and they introduced the I don't know. I have to look at the first couple of episodes before I even try to jump into that, because I was disappointed with the last two. But let me just take a look and see. Okay, Kate. Okay, Beauty by KK Love Stephanie. I used to watch Christina Randall sometimes, and then I stopped because after I found out she don't do her own shit. But anyway, that's none of my business. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming. Ooh, it's a Maya Higher podcast. Remember? Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes, you did tell me about her before. Sorry, KK. It is so nice to see you again. It is so nice to have you in chat. Oh, Paul and Annie. Oh, God. Is that the cooking one, or is it the one where he's becoming a monk? Because I know they're on. I know Paul and Annie have a show, and I know Lauren and Alexi have their show as well. So, okay. I'm going to, I don't like, let me stop. Okay, let me stop. Yep, Debbie and I will be back tonight. So I gotta go, guys. I need to get logged in. I need to check on Kayla as well. She wasn't feeling well yesterday. She stayed home. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock and she was up again. Yeah, David and Annie. Yeah. Yes, KK, you made a morning live, sweetie. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Lil Bad Wolf. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Tina. Thank everyone, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Welcome back, sweetie. Welcome back. I will see you guys later. It's David and Annie. Yes, not Paul. David and Annie and Lauren and Alexi. Everybody have a wonderful day. Don't forget, look out for the series. We will be discussing it, and we're going to be discussing but the different organizations, and they all have a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. And I heard that last night, and my heart just went, oh my God. So you guys are going to hear it for yourselves. And what they took out of that, they were members of other organizations, you know, for homeless and this, and they wanted to do work that was with something that they're close to, something that they know of. They wanted to be able to help other people, men or women. And yes, men are abused. Yes, men can be art. Yes, they can. So let's just also, I wanted to tell you on Gabby Petito, her parents are now saying that Brian Laundrie's mom offered him a shovel to bear. I'm just like, are you kidding me, people? Yes, I've been following up with that Gabby Petito case as well. But I'm like, yeah, like I said, they all went down to their preservation. The mom, the dad, and Brian. 3 went in, 2 came back out. They should have been arrested because they were accomplices after the fact. They helped him elude the law. They should have been to jail too. Do I feel sorry that their son is gone? No. You knew what your son did. You tried to help him, and no. That's not being a good parent. No. If your son do some, yes, we're using the backup channel too. Yes, we will be using the backup channel too, because I know I have some stuff that I have to address. I keep this channel clean for a reason. And they went in and checked out my channel, and she sent it to me to make sure it was my channel. I didn't even send them the link. They did it. I didn't know about it. So whatever I say on my channel, I stand in it and I mean it. I didn't hide any videos. I didn't delete any videos. What they saw is what they saw. And it's me. And I told her, I make no apologies. I said, sometimes I do have to go in and check a few, but I just don't, I'm not hiding anything. If you want to come on my platform, yes, I'm gonna need watch hours there. Yes, but it's not even about even trying to monetize that channel. And to be honest, I'm not even trying to monetize that channel. It's just something where I don't do it on this channel, and I don't want a strike on this channel. Not that I wouldn't fight it, but I don't want to strike on my channel. I want to keep this the way it is right now. And like Terry Lynn and I were talking, I do have Patreon. I haven't did anything with it, but I really want to move my true crime cases to Patreon, because that way I can show the video scenes. I can show the autopsy photos. I can show the crime scene without being censored by YouTube. So that is something that I want to do. And I'm going to bring Terry Lynn. It's going to be the channel. It's going to be a channel with myself and Terry Lynn. It's going to be both of us. It's just not my channel. I set it up. Terry Lynn, I asked her to come in with me because she loves true crime and she's good at researching. She gets passionate about these things, and this is something that she and I will do together. So I really, and that's the only thing I will be doing on Patreon would be my true crime. That would be streaming the trials and everything else. If I'm not able to stream the trials, Terry Lynn can stream the trials and we can see it together, because they're cutting down on a lot. Even though Court TV allows you to stream certain trials, some things they don't, but on Patreon it's totally different. So that's what we are working towards, myself and Terry Lynn, and she was excited about it. And I told her, this is just It's not my channel. It's not my Patreon. I want it for the both of us. So we're going to work on getting, because right now it just has my name on it. I've had it for the longest, but I'm going to set it where it's me and Terry Lynn. It is a channel that we're both going to have access to, that we're going to do true crime on. And that way we can show everything. We don't have to be censored. And we want to, because I get autopsy reports and stuff all the time. I'm not going to show, but we want to look at certain things. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, and I would definitely see you guys later. See you later on tonight. And you see my granddaughter's going back and forth. I might have to take her to the doctor. So I really, thank you, Michelle. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.